Welcome everyone to Clearview Arena here at the RMU Island Sports Center in Pittsburgh. Garo Von Dane and Bob Kennedy with the call today for Robert Morris Colonials hockey. It's conference action again here today. It's the third game in 4 days between these two conference rivals from the Atlantic, Robert Morris and Niagara. So far, Robert Morris has come out on the winning end in both games so far, both coming in overtime fashion. Thrillers, Bob, as the Colonials came from down 2 goals in the third period yesterday, tied it up with about a minute to go, and then won it in overtime. And just a great effort for Robert Morris.
Yeah, big comeback win last night by the Colonials. I was able to pick it up on the radio last night for that last few minutes in the overtime. So exciting finish for the Colonials. Some of the stats from last night: Niagara threw 76 shots at the RMU net, but RMU blocked 23 of those shots. So they netted 38 shots for Niagara. Niagara blocks 12 shots. RMU on the other side had 64 shots on goal, and 64 at the net, and 41 actually got through. So the stats pretty even, except for the big 23 blocks for the Colonials.
One of the hallmarks for Coach Derek Schooley's teams, always hard-working teams, shot blocking, defense, a lot of depth. And this Colonial team, perhaps some of the best depth they've had yet as a program, Bob. They're off to their best start in 17 years as a Division I program, winning 10 of their first 13 games. They've won 8 in a row in the Atlantic Conference. I mean, just what a great start for the Colonials. Came off kind of a so-so year last year, perhaps disappointing in some ways, but had to battle through a lot of injuries a year ago, and now they're really starting to come together, some of those young players gelling with the veterans.
Yeah, and some keys to the game for this afternoon. The Colonials have to find a way. They've played a lot of hockey lately, overtime last night, so they might be a little bit tired, but they have to find a way. You know Niagara's going to be ready to go this afternoon. They've got to limit the turnovers. Puck management, they had some turnovers last night that cost them some goals, and face-off success. Robert Morris won 40 of 57 in the circle, and that was 57%. I think if they can do that this afternoon, their chances are good.
Face-off's always big, especially in conference games like this one. Robert Morris again taking the first 2 from Niagara. They played Thursday and last night, a late one, and then finish up that 3-game set here today. A rare 3-game and 4-day stretch. Robert Morris comes in again with an overall record of 10-3. They're 8-1 in the Atlantic. Niagara struggling here in the early part of the season to a record of 2 wins, 7 losses, 3 ties. They're 1-6-3-1 in conference play. You know Niagara wants to get out of here with a win. Robert Morris looking for that 3-game sweep. Face-off moments away here from Clearview Arena at the RMU Island Sports Center in Pittsburgh. Garo Von Dane, Bob Kennedy will be back with the face-off in just a few minutes.
When it comes to your finances, everyone wants to be on the winning team. Clearview Federal Credit Union is here to help. As the official credit union of Robert Morris Athletics, Clearview will help you hit your financial goals. Access your money from anywhere with their mobile app, online banking, over 80,000 surcharge-free ATMs, Clearview live video banking, and financial centers throughout Western Pennsylvania. With Clearview, you can score from the opening face-off to the final horn. Clearview, helping people to enjoy a better life. Visit clearviewfcu.org/RMU to learn more. Fox's Pizza Den, owned and operated by 2 of RMU's very own alumni, has been the official pizza sponsor of Robert Morris for over 5 years now. It serves the very best authentic pizzas, strombolis, salads, nearly world-famous wedgies, gourmet pizzas, and specialty hoagies. Fox's Pizza is located at 998 Broadhead Road, Moon Township. For all RMU students and staff, present your RMU ID and get a large cheese pizza for only $8. If you're really feeling hungry, try the big one, Fox's 52-cut pizza. Fox's Pizza has a size for every appetite. Fox's Pizza, the tastiest pizza in town. Hey, RMU hockey fans, want to catch all the action from Clearview Arena live and in person? A limited number of Colonials men's and women's hockey season tickets is still available. Only season ticket holders can have access to the excitement of Robert Morris University hockey at Clearview Arena. No single game tickets are on sale at this time. For ticket information, call the RMU ticket hotline at 412-397-4949 or check it out at rmucolonials.com.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever's been holding you back. UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/orthocare to learn how UPMC can help.
This RMU Colonials game is brought to you by UPMC, PNC Bank, Chick-fil-A Robinson, by Heritage Valley Health System, Eaton Park, Clearview Federal Credit Union, Sheraton Pittsburgh Airport, by Sewickley Savings Bank, Falcone Moon Township Ford, Coppers, and by Fox's Pizza.
Your officials for today's game, the referees are Joseph Sherman and Donald Jablonski Jr., the linesmen are Joe Sherman and Hunter Picard. At this time, we would ask everyone to please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Clearview Arena at the RMU Island Sports Center in Pittsburgh. Garo Von Dane and Bob Kennedy with you live here today. Robert Morris hosting Niagara University from just a few hours north. And Colonials have taken the first 2 of 3 this weekend. If you count Thursday as part of the weekend, an unusual season continues. But so far, so good for the home Robert Morris Colonials, off to the best start as a program yet, Bobby.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They've done really well, and Coach Schooley, like I said, every year in and year out, they make the playoffs. They might not be the top 1 or 2 seed, but they end up making it to that Final Four and many times to the finals. It's unbelievable how his team gets better as the year goes on. So
they've won 10 consecutive best-of-3 playoff series. They've made 6 straight trips to the Atlantic Hockey Final Four. The season cut short last year after winning that first best-of-3, but that's a great mark, Bob, because they never go in and underachieve. They always go in, take care of business in that early round, and then anything can happen once you get deeper, especially in a league with as much depth as the Atlantic.
Yeah, without a doubt. I'm sure everyone in the league is like, we just don't want to see Robert Morris in the playoffs, because that's when they're at their best.
Colonials and Purple Eagles set to go. Robert Morris will go right to left across your screen. 17th year this Division I program, and here we go. We drop the puck in Pittsburgh, and to our right in goal is Noah West, number 31 for Robert Morris, and for Niagara it's number 33, Brian Wilson. Puck floats by Wilson. It'll be an icing call right out of the gates, and for Noah West, the freshman from Pittsburgh, Indiana, this year he's 6-2, a 2.27 goals against, a .932 save percentage. For Niagara, Brian Wilson in goal, the Pickering, Ontario product. He's a junior at 6'4". And so far this year, 5.01 goals against, .808 save percentage. A tough start for Wilson on the year. Colonials will try and exploit that. Perkusic chases one into the near corner for RMU. Taken away by Niagara, and here come the Eagles the other direction. Billings loses it, but Zielinski picks it up for Niagara in those purple sweaters with the white trim. Robert Morris in the home whites with the red and blue trim. And the RMU's diagonal script across the front of the sweater. Orioles pick it up in their own zone. Lift it near side, early going here, 50 seconds gone in period number 1. Niagara pokes it in deep for Robert Morris, heads off for a change. Eagles start from their own end, left to right. Try to go rink wide. It's deflected high into the air, but it comes back down. And Robert Morris will pick it up deep in their own end. That's Nick Jenny, the captain out of Strongsville, Ohio. And Jenny picks it back up again. The senior for RMU. Lifts it forward. It'll be floated in by Robert Morris. It's Gavin Goulash. Niagara will backhand one softly off the wall to head off for a change, so Robert Morris has some room to move here. Here we're going, no scores. Kramer is pressed into the boards. And it'll be taken over by Niagara. Joseph Mishak out of the Czech Republic. Put it into Robert Morris' ice. It's slapped out of the air, and now it'll be called a hand pass. And the defender for Robert Morris, LaFrance, knocked it down, and play whistled dead with 18:11 to go in the first.
Yeah, well, the pace certainly different than doing the women's game here on Neville Island, and pretty good pace right off the bat here today, as these two teams have played 2 games in the previous 3 nights, so good pace.
And Bob and I do the women's games. We had a couple of games this weekend against Penn State. First time the Colonials have been swept here at home since I can remember, Bob. I think it's been at least 6 years since the Robert Morris women's program has been swept here at home. A very good Penn State team that came into the building. Robert Morris women will host Mercyhurst next Saturday. Meanwhile, Robert Morris men scoreless here with Niagara. Zielinski keeps it in. Robert Morris will skate up from their own zone in a scoreless hockey game here in the first. Colonials were held off the scoreboard yesterday in the first period, a rare feat accomplished there by Niagara. It's hard to keep this RMU team off the scoreboard, especially in first periods. They've been strong this year. Colonials averaging per game just under 4 goals so far this year, 3.8. Niagara at 3.3. Trouble for Niagara is they're giving up a lot of goals, almost 4 per game.
Niagara with 5 guys back in the neutral zone, playing a trap-type system.
Kramer centers it in front, just out of the reach, though. And the Colonials streaking for the goal. That was Lalonde. Edgerton brings it the other way for Niagara and dumps it in deep. And finding the puck on his stick was Lalonde, and he moves it the other direction. Kramer near side. Instead, it's feathered through traffic into the near corner shot. And Funo tried to hit Lalonde cutting to the goal. It got him on the stick, but it went just wide of the cage. Lalonde battling for it behind the net. Hebert can't come up with it. And Edgerton will try to chase one down near side, but instead, the Colonials will dump it right back in again. Brendan McKellion. Scoreless hockey game. 3 minutes and 45 seconds gone here in period number 1. Garo Von Dane and Bob Kennedy with you here in Pittsburgh at the RMU Island Sports Center, renamed Clearview Arena again this year. The Colonials forced the turnover, come in 2-on-1. Guerra in the middle instead, electing to shoot one, and a save made by Wilson. On that right side for RMU, bringing it in off the turnover was Hernandez, and he let it fly. Kramer sweeps it right side of the point, shot blocked in front. Eagles clear. Will it be far enough for an icing? And yes, it will. So we'll bring the face-off back to Niagara Real Estate with 15:44 to go in period number 1.
Yeah, Kramer, the freshman, going back for that puck. Slowed down a little. I thought they might wave it off, but good opportunity there for the Colonials. Hernandez coming off the right side and lets a shot go, and looked like the Niagara goalie got a glove on that.
20th ranked Colonials hosting Niagara here. And the lift shot goes over the shoulder of Wilson and in, and Robert Morris strikes first. It's 1-0 Colonials in front, right off the draw.
Yeah, we talked about the face-offs in the pregame, and they win the draw there. Let's see if we can get it on the replay.
I think it was Nick Jenny, the captain. And you see Hebert taking the draw off the near boards.
Yeah, just simple play, got it back to the point, and Jenny just wristed it, and see if Wilson could see this puck. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a screen and just high on the net, and Colonials will take a 1-0 lead, which is key in this hockey game.
5th of the year for Nick Jenny. And career goal number 15 for the senior. He played in Aberdeen, the North American Hockey League. He puts the Colonials on top 1-0. Just what Niagara could not afford here today. And fall behind this high-powered Colonials team. Lots of hockey left though here. 15-10 still to go in the first. 1-0 RMU, and Adamo brings it in for Robert Morris, number 21. Up to the point for LaFrance. Waits, tries to feather one through, but it's intercepted and taken away. Rancliffe brings it in. Down the right wing looking for help, and it's stolen right back again by LaFrance. Romeos strike first here in Pittsburgh. Here's the particulars from public address man Larry Snyder. Bear and Adamo getting the assists. And look out, breakaway here. Bringing it in, shoots one, and a save made by Wilson. Oh, what a chance for Robert Morris on the breakaway. Getting behind the defense was Kyler Head. He just couldn't beat Wilson. Huge save for the Niagara netminder. As we tick down to the 14-minute mark of the first. Kyler Head, the freshman out of Malone, New York. A great opportunity. He was looking for his second goal as a Colonial. McKellian, right side for Hebert. Throws it down low. Hebert brothers, Grant and Cameron. Grant number 14, Cameron number 20. Left side, quick shot and a save made. Into the far boards. Hasn't been a busy first so far for Noah West, but had to be sharp on that save.
Yeah, Pinio, a good quick release there.
Hebert across the line. Niagara brings it right back again. Eagles, Cox has it. Throws it in deep next to the cage. Off the carom, it's slapped along the goal line to the far boards. And Jenny will settle it down and carry it forward for Robert Morris. Now he faces some resistance, and the Eagles take over in neutral territory. Zelensky hammers one from center ice, and West will snag it out of the air and hold it for a draw with 12:47 to go, period number one. Colonials a 1-0 lead, but came awful close to a 2-zip.
Yeah, a little bobble at the point there. And got the breakaway. Looks like going low to the stick side, and Wilson stood his ground, didn't commit first, and able to make the stop.
Zelensky pumps it in deep for Niagara. The Eagles would love to get a quick response for that RMU goal. Nice poke check away from Zelensky there by Perkusic for Robert Morris. And the Eagles carry it right back in again. It's center ice, and it's stolen away. Eagles right back in. Here comes Cooley. Cooley throws it in front. The deflection goes high and wide. Quick chance materializing for Niagara. These classic old style Niagara sweaters as the puck winds up in the Eagles bench.
Look out, almost got Coach Jason Lammers over there. I can see the puck mark on the wall right behind him. That could have been trouble there.
Lammers for Niagara in his 4th season with the Eagles.
Look at play the Niagara. Nice little quick ladder pass there to number 27. Went for the backhand, but just missed the net. That was Jack Billings. Good little play there by Niagara in tight.
Sit around the boards behind the Colonial goal. Noah West, rookie, 6-2 record so far. Rancliffe brings it in for Niagara. Hammers a Colonial into the boards. That was Schaefer. And the door comes open.
Yeah, the door over where the Colonials come on the ice. And we've seen that open a few times over the years, Garo. Howard Baldwin used to run the Zamboni down there and be in charge of maintenance. I don't think he's with the island anymore. That was actually Scott Baldwin, Howard's son, the former owner of the Penguins, Hartford Whalers.
11:36 to go in the first. 1-zip lead for Robert Morris, 5th of the year for Nick Jenny from Hebert and Adamo. Now the Colonials try to apply some pressure in the Niagara zone. Eagles have had a little momentum as of late, but have not been able to convert yet. Off the near boards, Eagles swing it rink wide and carry it out. Going into the near corner. And there to scoop it up for RMU is McKellian. Kendall will retreat with it for Niagara. Coach Derek Schooley in his 17th season behind the bench for Robert Morris. He's been here since the very beginning. Doesn't seem that long ago, Bobby, where I stood at the podium and introduced Derek Schooley to the hometown media as the inaugural head coach of the Robert Morris Division I hockey program. And here we are 17 years later.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Man, oh man. Here's Kramer with it, right side. Lance, slap shot is stopped by Wilson. The rebound is chopped off a stick high and over the cage. And now it's battled for behind the net as Wilson looks over his right shoulder from his goal crease. 4 players battling for it behind the net. Officials letting him go. Now it squirts free. Williams will send it up to the point. Held there momentarily. And a good physical play by Niagara's Jason Pinio to force that puck out of the zone. Orioles back in their own end now. No fans permitted in the building today. We have our staff and crew, and of course the teams and coaches, the training staff. Kramer leaves it into the far corner. The Eagles come up with the loose puck. Played half a period here in Pittsburgh. And it's Robert Morris 1, Niagara nothing. Colonials winning in overtime last night. Trailed by 2 in the third period. Came back to tie it with a minute to go. And then won it in overtime. Adam Spellacy with a game-winning goal. And Coach Schooley in the postgame talking a little bit about the fatigue factor in a late net hockey game. Both of these teams are going to be tired here today, Bob.
Yeah, early start here this afternoon. Can easily go 24 hours. It's a quick turnaround.
Radcliffe gets one through on net and a good stop by the goaltender Noah West. And timeout here on the ice. Robert Morris leading Niagara 1-0. We'll be right back to the island. This is the Colonials Hockey Network.
You are at home with Sewickley Savings Bank. They've been part of the community for over 130 years, offering consumer banking services, business banking, residential mortgages, and home equity lines of credit. Sewickley Savings Bank offers personalized banking close to home. Sewickley Savings Bank, your safe and secure community bank. Stop by one of their convenient locations, Sewickley, Coriopolis, or Robinson. Sewickley Savings Bank is a proud supporter of Robert Morris University Athletics.
Navigating healthcare can be overwhelming. Heritage Valley is changing that perspective. Our medical neighborhoods provide the personal care you need right where you live and work. Access specialty physicians, lab and diagnostic imaging, rehab, and more in the heart of your community. With 7 convenient locations, we have a medical neighborhood in yours. Heritage Valley, uniquely connected for life.
Pittsburgh Transportation Group is the area's leading ground transportation provider. Keep us in mind for group outings, event shuttling, airport transfers, and more. We're also expanding and have CDL driver positions available. Flexible schedules, competitive wages, and excellent benefit packages. Apply at pghtrans.com/jobs or call 412-444-4444. That's 412-444-4444.
Clearview Arena here in Pittsburgh. Robert Morris and Niagara and Atlantic hockey conference battle. Robert Morris leading 1-0 thanks to Nick Jenny's 5th of the year from Justin Adamo and Grant Hebert. 1-0 RMU, 8:56 to go. Period number 1, Garrow Von Dane, Bob Kennedy with you here live. Facing off to the left of West. And the shot comes from deep. Stenlund, oh, and that hit the post to the left of West. He couldn't pick it up. There was a heavy screen in front of him. And a puck harmlessly rolls back out to neutral territory. Niagara's been awful close on a few occasions here. They're tying this one up. This team can score. Eagles, throw it near side. Radcliffe can't pick it up clean off the wall. Colonials trying to move it out. They will carry it behind their own net, off the boards. And forward to Hebert. And offsides are the Colonials. I mentioned Coach Schooley in his 17th season here, but his assistants are both newcomers, Mike Corbett and Ryan DeRocher. And over those 17 seasons, Bob, 75 former Colonials have gone on to play professional hockey, including a whole bunch from last season's team. Still looking for that first NHLer, but a lot of professional players.
It'll come one of these days. That's a big jump, but something tells me, sometimes guys find their way to the top. You never know where it comes from.
Now, Furman South, who played here, is an NHL referee.
Yeah, got to see a game of his last year. He's a good one, too.
He's born and raised Pittsburgher as well. 7:50 to go here in the first. Colonials in front by 1. Near side. And into the corner, looking for help in front. No purple sweaters there, though. Colonials protect that slot area in front of goaltender Noah West. Out it comes. Throw it into the middle, but Eagles there. It's Ryan Namovsky. Gets it to Stanley at the line. Colonials come back to get it. As David LaFrance picks it up out of Ottawa, Ontario. Feathered through. Hebert's able to tap it into the zone. That's Cam Hebert. And that fourth line for RMU. Pass ahead off the wall to Pinio. He's got some room. Floats it in front. A one-timer misses. Oh, Pinio with the great feed. But missing the cage was Edgerton. As he had West going left to right. Another great chance for Niagara. They missed the net. Colonials hanging on to that 1-0 lead.
Nice little chip play there, and Pinio makes a nice pass across. And had the wherewithal to come back hard on the back check on that play. He was flying.
Pinio from Toronto, a sophomore, with just one career goal. Walker Summer leads the team in scoring with 10 points and 5 goals, 5 assists. And with a little room cutting to the goal, getting the shot up, but West got his stick in the way. Yeah, nice burst of speed from Walker Summer, we just mentioned. Kind of ran out of room. And West held his ground. Up to the line, but not out. One is trying to limit that time that Niagara spends back in their zone. And they clear it the other way as Pomeroy comes back to get it. Cooley across the line. Incidentally, Coach Schooley last night with the win moves over the 500 mark for his career. 270 wins with 269 losses. Centered, oh, and just out of the reach. It was tapped away from Goulash before he could poke it in. And they'll reach out. Push it back into Niagara real estate by Nick Jenny. Jenny, the goal scorer today, the lone goal scorer. 5 minutes to go in the first. And let's push it up ice. Play broken up, though, by Wishman. The Eagles will float it in on West, who stops it. Play continues. Bouncing puck. And it'll be chopped back into Robert Morris territory to our right. It was a beautiful drive out here today. A gorgeous day in Pittsburgh. Looked like a fall day. Here we are approaching mid-January. Sunny skies. No snow on the ground. Set up top. Brant has room to shoot. Whistles one wide, glove side.
That might have nick the goalpost.
Jared Brant. Head takes a hit after pushing that puck behind his own net. Orioles working it forward. Down behind the net. Head. Oh, what a great centering pass for Spellacy in front. And I don't think he was quite ready for that feed. It came quickly to Spellacy, and he shot it wide. Great thought by Head. Three and a half to go in this first period. Great to have you with us wherever you're tuning into Robert Morris Colonials hockey. Edgerton in front, couple of Eagles there, but a good sliding play, just diving in the way of that pass was McKellian. Robert Morris the other way, tried to hit Kramer out of his reach. Roman Kramer, the winger. Brian Kramer, number 11, is on defense for RMU. Eagle is in the Colonial goal, and so the whistle will blow. And a penalty coming up here against Robert Morris. And it's a hooking call that'll go against number 10 for the Colonials, Nick Lalonde.
Yeah, that fourth line, you see Penio going into the cage. The fourth line of Luke Edgerton, Ryan Cox, and Jason Penio is wreaking a little bit of havoc out there for Niagara today. They're all over the ice getting some opportunities, and now they draw a penalty.
Well, Eagles get the first power play of the game here. It started with 2:59 to go in the period. Niagara will set it up. Trying to get the equalizer here late in the first. Brant keeps it in. Owners had a chance to clear, couldn't get it out, but this time they do. Spellacy clears it. Niagara on the year, 18% on the power play. Colonials have been killing off 76%. Near side, Summers one-timer, goes wide. Made a hit a Colonial in front. Comes back to Summer, tap pass to Brant, back to Summer in the right circle. Holds, waits, shoots one, and hits the leg of Schaefer and goes wide, but the Eagles retain possession. Minute 13 to go in the power play. High Brant, bouncing puck. Fakes the shot, settles it down, passes it left. Slap shot goes wide. Off the stick of Croy Evanson. Eagles have to retreat. Summer across the line. Off the end board, Karam. The Colonials steal it away. McKellian. The Colonials able to clear. 48 to go in the Niagara power play. Hooking the call. Colonials on the power, Eagles on the power play. They shot one that goaltender was way out of his crease, but defenseman there to make the play for Niagara. And now Robert Morris regains possession back in their own end, and it's backhanded out of the zone. Eagles having trouble creating anything on this power play. Good work. The penalty kill for Robert Morris. And they steal one here in front. Jenny will carry it forward. Gets it to Gulash. Gulash, possible 2-on-1. Shoots one, and a pad save off the left leg of Wilson. Great short-handed opportunity. Now McKellian off a steal in neutral territory. Will push it in, but the Eagles are all there. No scoring chance on that opportunity, but the Colonials do a whale of a job killing off that Niagara power play as they are back to full strength with 55 ticks left on the first period clock. And it remains 1-0 RMU.
Good opportunity short-handed there. That's
and you see the pad save.
Gulash coming in and left-hand shot, trying to go low to the far post, and just got the toe save out there by Brian Wilson. So a good short-handed opportunity for Robert Morris. Just 55 seconds left in this first period.
Face off to the left of Wilson. Eagles shoot it off the glass. It hits the ceiling here on the island. This has been the home of the Colonials throughout their program's history. It was built a few years prior and housed the Junior A Pittsburgh Forge, which are no longer here. And then Robert Morris moved in. As part of that big athletic growth at Robert Morris University, all the new sports were born. Dumped in by the Eagles with 30 seconds to go in the first. Collision behind the Colonial goal. Tyler Love involved in that. Around the wall by McKellian. Now he spins back and carries it forward up the left wing boards. Grant Hebert up ice. Flip it into Eagles ice. 10 seconds to go here in the first. Edgerton trying to make something happen late. Give and go, and it's broken up by RMU, and the final second will work its way off the scoreboard clock. Yeah. And after 20 minutes of hockey, Robert Morris has a 1-0 lead. We're going to be joined by head coach of the Colonials, Derek Schooley, here momentarily as Nick Jenny gets his 5th of the year from Hebert and Adamo. Nagaro, Von Dane, and Bob Kennedy here at Clearview Arena at the RMU Island Sports Center. And Coach Derek Schooley joining us now. And Coach, always looking to get that first goal of a hockey game. You're able to do that here today.
Well, first of all, welcome back, Garo and Bob. It's been a long time, so welcome back. Hopefully you bring some of the old luck back for us here. But yeah, it was good to get the first goal. We had opportunities to get extended. We got a little sloppy in the latter half of the period. I talked to our guys about being really good. Our big problem's been kind of it plagued us yesterday is our puck management. We did a little bit too much poking and hoping that we could go on the offense, and we did, and we turned a few too many pucks over in the neutral zone, and they transitioned the puck well.
Turnovers have been a big key to this weekend series, and obviously that's something you're looking to limit here today. Coach, a lot of fatigue for both teams might be taking effect here later in this hockey game with the third game in 4 days. How do you look at that, and how do you handle that going into a game like this?
Well, both teams have played. They played Sunday, Monday last week. We played Saturday, Sunday. We've played a lot of games in the last week. But both teams are there, so we've got to make sure we manage the puck. We've got to be efficient. I think we've done a good job in the neutral zone, getting down there. We've got to challenge this goalie a little bit. As you saw, we got some bodies in traffic in front of the net and get a goal, but we got to put it off his pads. We got to make him move laterally. He's been a good goalie for Niagara for the past couple of years, and right now we're making it fairly easy for him, minus the goal.
1-0 lead after 20 minutes. Coach, get to that locker room. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks, guys.
Head coach Derek Schooley, Colonials in front 1-0 on Nick Jenny's 5th of the year, and we'll be back with the first intermission report. Coming up next, it's the Colonials Hockey Network.
As a proud supporter of Robert Morris University, PNC Bank is committed to all those who are rooting for the home team. With Virtual Wallet, you'll get a breakdown of your budget and see how much is scheduled out for bills versus how much is left to spend, so you know when it's the perfect time to buy tickets to the big game. To learn more, visit pnc.com/virtual wallet. PNC Bank, proud supporter of Robert Morris University. Virtual Wallet is a registered trademark of the PNC Financial Services Group, Inc., all rights reserved. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Looking for news about campus and beyond? Check out RMU Century Media for coverage of campus news, arts and entertainment stories, and other student-created content. As an independent student-run organization, our stories are what we choose to cover without input from the university. Serving as a professional news organization for campus, we make sure that we follow the SCJ Code of Ethics and that we strive for the true values of journalism. Check out rmucenturymedia.com for what's latest.
Colonial fans, be sure to download the new RMU Athletics Game Day app. It's free from the App Store and Google Play. The RMU Game Day app is your go-to source for exclusive audio streaming, trivia, podcasts, contests, and fan info. The RMU Game Day app also features great offers from our Colonial Athletic partners. Download the free RMU Athletics Game Day app from the App Store and Google Play by searching RMU Colonials.
Chick-fil-A Robinson will brighten your day with their new chocolate fudge brownie, mac and cheese, and cheese sauce. Chick-fil-A's chocolate fudge brownie is crafted with layers of fudge, a cake-like middle, and topped with flaky chunks of chocolate. The mac and cheese is a premium blend of cheeses coming together for a nice, crispy layer on top of warm, creamy Chick-fil-A deliciousness. The cheese sauce at Chick-fil-A makes waffle fries even more yummy. Stop by Chick-fil-A Robinson and treat yourself to their new brownie, mac and cheese, and cheese sauce today. Serving you with care, Chick-fil-A Robinson.
After any big game, people will be talking. This is Ellen Barras from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. The same is true when you get your new vehicle from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. Neighbors, friends, and co-workers will notice the new winning style reflected in the car, truck, or SUV you just got from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. Located on University Boulevard, across from Robert Morris. Click and save at moonford.com and discover what the talk is all about. Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
Traveling is made easy at the Sheraton Pittsburgh Airport Hotel. Minutes from Robinson, they offer free airport shuttle service. A plush pillow top mattress awaits, along with on-site dining, an outdoor pool, and a fully equipped fitness center. They're pet-friendly and close to RMU and all of Pittsburgh's entertainment venues. For business or pleasure, vacation or staycation, a wedding or gathering, you'll feel at home at the Sheraton Pittsburgh Airport Hotel. Make reservations online or call 412-262-2400 today.
We all know Eaton Park is the place for smiles, but did you know it's also the place for takeout? Everything you love about Eaton Park is now available at our convenient pickup window. Choose from a wide variety of dinners, salads, sandwiches, burgers, soups, and more. Ordering is easy as pie, too. Just go online, make your order, drive by, and pick it up. You can start by picking up a quart of our tasty homemade soups for just $7.49 every day. Pick up a smile today at Eaton Park.
Hey, RMU basketball fans. Want to catch all the action from the UPMC Event Center live and in person? A limited number of Colonial men's and women's season tickets is still available. Only season ticket holders can have access to the full court excitement of RMU and Horizon League basketball at the UPMC Event Center. Single game tickets are not on sale at this time. For ticket information, call the RMU ticket hotline at 412-397-4949 or check it out at rmucolonials.com.
Need a break from the ads? Check out the Where's the News podcast on your favorite streaming apps now for the latest news. That's right. The hosts search for the news each week, discussing the biggest topics in arts and entertainment, sports, and breaking news. You can listen on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you prefer to listen.
Want to help RMU athletics compete and succeed at the highest level? Join the 1921 Club today. Members of the 1921 Club are the backbone of RMU's financial commitment to our student athletes and receive great perks, including networking, special events with our coaches, and more. For more information on the 1921 Club, please contact TJ Brown at 412-397-5960.
Clearview Arena here at the RMU Island Sports Center in Pittsburgh. Robert Morris Colonials hockey on this fine weekend in Pittsburgh. Robert Morris leading Niagara by a score of 1-0 after one period of play. And how do the numbers hold up?
Robert Morris, 11 shots on goal to Niagara's 12. 6 of Robert Morris's lead found the net, as only 2 Niagara shots found the goal. Both team 3 block shots. It looks about what I thought, but I thought they might have had a few more shots, both teams. But limited shots, limited opportunities, good pace, but just got to find a way, both teams, to try and get more pucks to the net.
And you look at those 2 shots on goal that Niagara had, but 12 shots overall. How many of those shots were great opportunities that just missed the net, Bob?
Yeah, they did have a few that missed the net, and I think that one nicked the far goal post. Nice feed from Gorsak out of the corner. And hit the far defenseman, and I think he just nicked it off the far goalpost. So good opportunity for Niagara on that one. And Robert Morris had a breakaway that was stymied, but pretty even period, I thought. And,
yeah, well played first period. Colonials have the 1-0 lead. Nick Jenny's 5th of the year from Abear and Adamo. That came at 4:19 of the first. It's the first intermission here. Garo Von Dane and Bob Kennedy. And let's take a look at what else is going around NCAA hockey here today. And Northeastern leads Merrimack by a score of 3-1. And American International, what a season they are off to again. And they are leading Army 1-0. And later on today, top-ranked Minnesota against number 12 Wisconsin. And AIC is going to be one of those teams that is going to be around here at the end, Bob. They're off to a 7-0 record in conference play. But Robert Morris, 8-1 so far. And they've won 8 in a row in the Atlantic and are just rolling along right now. And they will have a 1-0 lead after one period here in Pittsburgh. And more of our intermission report coming your way next. It's the Colonials Hockey Network.
When it comes to your finances, everyone wants to be on the winning team. Clearview Federal Credit Union is here to help. As the official credit union of Robert Morris Athletics, Clearview will help you hit your financial goals. Access your money from anywhere with their mobile app, online banking, over 80,000 surcharge-free ATMs, Clearview live video banking, and financial centers throughout Western Pennsylvania. With Clearview, you can score from the opening face-off to the final horn. Clearview, helping people to enjoy a better life. Visit clearviewfcu.org/RMU to learn more.
As a CEO, I want the best from our employees. In return, they want the best from their company, especially when it comes to their health benefits. That's why we choose UPMC Health Plan. It gives our employees in-network access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the world-class care of UPMC. And the best part? It's affordable for all of us.
For the quality, affordable coverage your company deserves, here's the plan, UPMC Health Plan.
Hi, everyone. I'm Austin Bechtold, and you are listening to RMU Radio. You can find my show, Baldwin in the Berg, hosted by myself, Nate Breisinger, and Andrew Golvash on RMU Radio by downloading the Radio FX app and searching for Robert Morris University. You can also find a recorded version of our show as a podcast edition on the Podbean app. We discuss the latest in Pittsburgh sports and Robert Morris sports and give our unique takes on all things going on in the world. You don't want to miss it, so make sure to tune in to Baldwin in the Berg on RMU Radio.
Colonial fans, be sure to download the new RMU Athletics Game Day app. It's free from the App Store and Google Play. The RMU Game Day app is your go-to source for exclusive audio streaming, trivia, podcasts, contests, and fan info. The RMU Game Day app also features great offers from our Colonial Athletic partners. Download the free RMU Athletics Game Day app from the App Store and Google Play by searching RMU Colonials.
Hello there, everyone. My name is Nick Hedrick, and I host the Stranded Sports Podcast every Wednesday at 10:30 p.m. Can't listen at that time? No problem. Visit our website, www.strandedsports.com, or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere else you listen to podcasts. We talk about sports in a fun and engaging way that sounds like friends having a discussion rather than egotistical analysts you see on TV that talk down to their audience. Want to stay up to date? Follow us on Twitter at Stranded_sports for giveaway, news, and more. Thanks for listening, and we hope you start listening to the Stranded Sports Podcast. See you soon.
Garo Von Dane, Bob Kennedy here in Pittsburgh. Robert Morris Colonials hockey, and Nick Jenny has RMU in front by a score of 1-0 on the Eagles here. And let's show you how it happened here.
A little play, face-off play to the winger, back to the point, and Jenny, just a quick release, just wristed it, and it sailed over the glove. Let's, a little bit of traffic there, and looked like Wilson didn't really see that puck till it was over him.
He was kind of leaning low. Good shot by Jenny.
To that was, good quick release there by Jenny, and that was the whole key to that play. Here comes the breakaway. This is Head coming in, and like I say, Wilson didn't commit. Clean breakaway, Brandt chasing. And just looked like he got the leg pad on that puck.
You see it from the other angle.
Yeah, maybe the blocker. Yeah, I got the blocker. So good stop there by Wilson.
Not a whole lot of shots in that first period, but I mean, we're seeing some of the shots on goal now, but
yeah,
8 total shots on goal.
Down to the left side, and it looked like I got the left pad on that. So a few good chances for the Colonials.
Robert Morris with 6 shots on goal. Niagara with just 2. We're probably going to see a different kind of second period here. Both teams are hoping to bring up their game. Robert Morris pleased with that 1-0 lead, but we heard Coach Schooley wanting to clean up a lot of that offense and limit some of the turnovers. And Niagara obviously wants to come out with a big response here in the second. We'll find out what transpires here in the second. That's coming your way next right here on the Colonials Hockey Network.
When it comes to your finances, everyone wants to be on the winning team. Clearview Federal Credit Union is here to help. As the official credit union of Robert Morris Athletics, Clearview will help you hit your financial goals. Access your money from anywhere with their mobile app, online banking, over 80,000 surcharge-free ATMs, Clearview live video banking, and financial centers throughout Western Pennsylvania. With Clearview, you can score from the opening face-off to the final horn. Clearview, helping people to enjoy a better life. Visit clearviewfcu.org/RMU to learn more.
As a CEO, I want the best from our employees. In return, they want the best from their company, especially when it comes to their health benefits. That's why we choose UPMC Health Plan. It gives our employees in-network access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the world-class care of UPMC. And the best part? It's affordable for all of us.
For the quality, affordable coverage your company deserves, here's the plan, UPMC Health Plan.
Hi, everyone. I'm Austin Bechtold, and you are listening to RMU Radio. You can find my show, Baldwin in the Berg, hosted by myself, Nate Breisinger, and Andrew Golvash on RMU Radio by downloading the Radio FX app and searching for Robert Morris University. You can also find a recorded version of our show as a podcast edition on the Podbean app. We discuss the latest in Pittsburgh sports and Robert Morris sports and give our unique takes on all things going on in the world. You don't want to miss it, so make sure to tune in to Baldwin in the Berg on RMU Radio.
Back here in Pittsburgh, second period set to go. Robert Morris and Niagara. So good to have you with us wherever you're tuned into Robert Morris Colonials Hockey. Follow the Colonials on Twitter at RMUM Hockey. Follow me on Twitter at Voice of G-Man. And follow the Colonials on the RMU Athletics app all season long, covering all Robert Morris University athletics. 1-0 Colonials. They get set to start period number 2. Colonials will go left to right. Scraping up his goal crease to our left is Noah West, the rookie for Robert Morris, and for Niagara, the junior Brian Wilson. And here we go. Hernandez will control for Robert Morris. RMU. One trip to the NCAAs just a few years ago, trying to earn their way back this year. Off to a great start. An 8-1 conference record. And looking to go 9-1 here today, and there's a glove saved by Wilson. Shot coming from in front of the RMU bench by McKellian.
Yeah, Colonials getting the puck to the cage, and both teams, I'm sure they're going to get more shots to the net and get some traffic. Pretty tight first period. Look for things to open up a little bit here in the second.
Face off to the right of Wilson. 30 seconds gone here in the second. And the Eagles up from their own zone. Center ice and Rancliffe can't control. Harper will dump it in deep for Niagara. An unusual season of collegiate hockey, but so good to be playing games. Oh, and a snapshot. Save made by West. He couldn't find the puck. He was spinning around it, landed right behind him, and the Colonials able to sweep it out of harm's way. 18:53 to go in the second. Eagles have had their chances here today. Oh, and that one got glove up West, maybe the post, and goes high over the glass.
Yeah, I think they hit off the left post or crossbar there. May have touched the glove too, but a couple of good chances there for Niagara right off the bat. And let's watch this first one. It's Brandt letting a wrist shot go. And I don't know if Gorsak got a stick on that in front of the net. Gorsak was the North American Hockey League Player of the Year last year with the Johnstown Tomahawks. And he's from Pittsburgh, Jeanette area.
Jeanette, which brought Terrell Pryor into the NFL. Former Jeanette Jayhawk.
There you go. Justin Gorsak played his hockey locally here.
Face off to the left of Wilson, Niagara zone.
A lot of Pittsburghers in the lineup for both teams today. Good to see.
Great to see. Dumped in deep. Colonials will pick it up with some room to move. Robert Morris getting the goal from Nick Jenny at 4:19 of the first, right off the face-off from the near boards. Jenny knocks it out of the air, but the Eagles clear the zone. And back to get it for RMU is Brian Kramer out of Wexford, Pennsylvania. Not too far from here. We're starting to see that on the women's side too. A lot of Pittsburgh players reaching the Division I level. Two of them playing for Robert Morris.
Yeah, Jason Lammers, the coach, played for North Allegheny in high school. Which is the Wexford area.
North Allegheny, the largest school district, is that right? In Western PA?
I would think. They're huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yes, it is. North Allegheny. Here come the Colonials up ice with it. Hardakainen brings it in deep.
Trip coming up here.
Head with it behind the wall and getting into it with one of the Eagles. That's LaFrance, but a penalty. And Robert Morris is going to get a chance on the power play here. First chance of the game. Eagles had an opportunity in the first. Went 0 for 1.
Corey Evanson going in. The big 6'5", 230-pound defenseman.
Evanson out of Anchorage, Alaska.
There you go. Growing big out there.
We sure do. Kramer in the middle has it stolen away. Oilers have to retreat with it. Nice play by Gorsak.
Now serving in the Niagara penalty box.
Yeah, Kramer with the puck now, Brett. Also a Wexford native.
Kelly taps it to Spellacy. Lost a handle, and Eagles trying to break. And they'll carry it in. It's Gorsak. Break it all the way behind that Colonials net and eat up some time, and then after some hard work, we'll head to the bench as the Eagles get some fresh penalty killers out. Robert Morris leading 1-0, looking for more on this first power play opportunity as Guerra will dump it in deep. Stopped on the wall by Grant Hebert. Out near side. Kellyan keeps it in along the boards. Spellacy in the corner. Hyatt comes to Jenny. Kellyan will hold it at the circle. There's a tap one behind the net. The Eagles trying to work it away. Guerra has it. Backhands one up the boards looking for the point. Jenny pitches down to keep it in, but the Eagles clear with 40 seconds to go in the power play. And here comes Jenny weaving through traffic. Now throws it behind him. And Hernandez will take over for RMU. Hernandez spins around behind the net. Jenny wants it. Instead it comes to Adamo. Shoots and scores. Adamo beats Wilson over the right shoulder. He had Wilson moving left. Shot the other direction, and it's a power play goal. The Colonials in front 2-0.
Wow, good entry there, and that was Hernandez bringing the puck in the zone with some good speed, went around the net, found Adamo, and he just blistered it over the blocker side of Wilson, and just like that, it's 2-0, a power play goal for the Colonials. They had all kind of trouble early in that sequence, but finally able to get the good entry and scored the second goal.
Made it look easy, did Adamo. Took his time, stuck it over the blocker of Wilson, and it's 2-0 Robert Morris. Power play goal at 4:48 of period number 2. Now it's got to frustrate the Eagles too. They've been awful close on multiple occasions. And they take their first penalty of the game, and Robert Morris makes them pay. 2-0 RMU. It's backhanded towards the near corner in the Niagara zone, but the Eagles come up with it. Here's Stanley with it. Stanley looks, doesn't see any help, so fires one on net, and it's stopped by West. Shipped into the air, Spellacy lost control of it. Eagles have it. Drop pass along the goal line, the shot, and it's kept out of the net by West. And on the far boards, Colonial's able to shoot it high off the glass and out. Now a chance the other way. Here comes Head, moves in with a poke check by Wilson, breaks it up. Wilson not wasting any time, just reached out with that long paddle. There's a bouncing puck on net on the second hop. Having to steer it off the blocker was Wilson. Colonials work another turnover. Wrist shot and a save made. The deflection skips high into the air. The Eagles get control and will just try to settle things down as they get it up and out. Now Stanley carries it in. Drops it back for Summer. It was behind him though. And now a chance here. Colonials carry it in. Hebert on the near side, in front, and Adamo pokes it into the net, and it's 3-0 Robert Morris. Back-to-back goals for Justin Adamo. The Colonials are rolling now.
Wow, and it's Niagara turning over the puck in the neutral zone, and it's Hebert turning on the Jets, and right across to Adamo, right on the doorstep, and he just has to redirect it. A nice pass between the goalie and the defenseman, right onto the tape of Adamo, and that's 2 quick goals for number 21.
Not going to find many easier than that.
It all started with that neutral zone turnover and a quick transition by the Colonials. Just like that, 3-0.
Grant Hebert with terrific pass. Adamo finds his way to the net and did the rest. Back-to-back goals for Adamo. 6th and 7th of the year. The product of France. Schaefer hammers one wide of the net for Robert Morris. Grant Hebert gets the assist. There's Rancliffe the other way. Tripping call coming up against the Colonials. They're trying to get the shot off for Niagara. And a little bit shaken up on one knee right now is Rancliffe. Also, he's good to go. Rancliffe back up.
See what the call is. They're going to take hit up high there, trying to cut to the middle. And Schaefer,
there's the hit.
Got up around the hit area, and they're going to take a look at this.
And they want to look at it and see if there's any additional penalties associated with that hit by Schaefer. Nolan Schaefer of Marshall, Minnesota, played in Fairbanks for the Ice Dogs in the North American Hockey League. Ice Dogs, just a tremendous fan base in Fairbanks.
Yeah, these teams, both of them, have a little international flavor now. Robert Morris, and they go all over North America, wherever they can find the talent. And, since we've been doing these games, Carol, I don't know how long it's been, 5, 6, 7 years. I can't even keep track anymore. But the game certainly changed. The skill level's much higher, the speed. I mean, it's unbelievable. The skill of these players and the speed.
Alaska, where I, of course, spend a lot of time. Still a huge hockey area, but college hockey really taking a hit with the budget cuts in Alaska. Alaska Anchorage eliminating their program. The people are trying to rally to resurrect them. But so far, nothing's happening on that front. Fairbanks, the University of Alaska, Fairbanks.
Again. It looks like they got a murder on that head area. Yep. So that's a dangerous play, but we'll see what the referees think. I mean, this will be a big break for Niagara.
Hooks hanging on to their program, but they had to take the year off. Just the travel is so difficult under these COVID restrictions and cost prohibitive. But yeah, Robert Morris.
I think he might have put that elbow up, but I don't know.
Officials are going to come give the explanations now to the coaching staffs. First, it's Derek Schooley getting the description behind the Robert Morris bench.
They'll talk to the coaches first, and then they'll make the call. You know, let's see what happens here. What do they give him? Doesn't look like it's going to be a major. I don't know though. And they give him 4. What's it going to be? I don't have the referees coming over the scores table.
The scoring table finds out, and we'll find out if they add additional penalties on the board. And Niagara's going to be on the power play, that much we know.
It's a 2-minute minor, so.
Okay.
That's good news for the Colonials.
And for Niagara, Radcliffe also appeared to be okay after that hit.
Yeah, fortunately.
Slow to get up, but did make his way to the bench. And the Eagles' second power play chance of the game. Colonials did a great job on the kill the first time back in the first period. And racing over to try and intercept one here as Adamo couldn't get to it. Kramer in front of the net, though. And Brian Kramer slings it all the way up and out.
Good move by Kramer. He knew where the open area was. Didn't even have to look, he just fired it higher on the boards, 200 feet.
Contact to the head was the call. Yeah, that Colonial shot is deflected high and out of play. It was nice of Coach Schooley to welcome us back again.
Yeah.
We did these games for a long, long time, and it's good to be back here calling men's hockey. And you talked about the growth of the game, Bob, and the skill level. It's definitely a different game than it was a few years ago.
Without a doubt.
And the skill level here, Robert Morris has certainly picked up. They've been impressive here so far today. And we're to a 3-0 lead. 58 to go in this Niagara power play. Bouncing puck and the Colonials take it away. Here comes Robert Moore. Chance here down the wing. It's Hardikainen, and he shoots and scores. Santeri Hardikainen makes it 4-0. Robert Morris, a shorthanded goal, and the Colonials are fired up here in Pittsburgh.
Well, Hardikainen showing that little bit of that Finnish style. As he was going side to side, it looked coming down the slot there, little head fake, little shoulder fake, and just snapped it low to the stick side, low to the glove side rather of Wilson, and wow, it's 4-0, and it's like one of the.
Oh, that's the player who was injured, Radcliffe, on that hit to the head.
Yeah, he's going to the locker room to be looked at, so that's not good news, and hope he's okay. They want to be precautionary. And looks like a goaltending change, Garo.
Yep. So that's all for Brian Wilson. In comes Michael Corson, the Darien, Illinois product, to transfer from the University of Denver. So Corson, number 35, into the game. That's all for Brian Wilson. after the Colonials' shorthanded goal makes it 4-0 Robert Morris. And still half a hockey game to go here, Bobby.
Yeah, Niagara still 19 seconds left on this power play. It's been all Robert Morris here the second period. Partikainen making it look easy.
Helsinki, Finland.
Robert Morris' shorthanded goal was scored by the 26th Santeri Partikainen.
Slap shot and a save made by West off Eddingson.
Of the second period. The Sheridan Pittsburgh Airport is the official
Santeri Partikainen.
Athletics, located on Thorn Run Road. The Sheridan reservation line is 412.
He did not attach any assists on the public address announcement. 3 seconds to go in the Niagara power play. Well, you got to be pleased if you're head coach Eric Schooley right now, midway through this hockey game. And you look up at that scoreboard. And there's still a ways to go here. And Niagara again, they've got scoring capability, and they put it one in here, and it's Billings. When puck was drawn behind the net, Billings was left alone in front of the cage. And buries it past Colonial netminder West, and the Eagles, right after the penalty expired, get the goal and make it 4-1.
Yeah, the wraparound here, and it's Sommer coming behind the net, just tried to stuff it, and that puck just squirted over there to number 27, Jack Billings, and he just tapped it into the open net, took it off the skate and into the net, so had to be a little skillful there, and Niagara finally on the board. I don't think it's going to go as a power play goal, though. I'm not sure.
No, I think it was after the penalty expired. And Billings. And did the Eagles need that?
They needed something. Got the big goal there.
Redshirt senior Billings, 4th of the year. From Walker Sommer. Sommer picks up his 6th assist of the year and his 11th point. Shot save made by West. The rebound is loose. He couldn't find it. It was slapped to the near boards by Colonial in front of the net. That was Guerra. Shot comes from high and it goes wide off the glass. Well, the Eagles with some new life. Colonials clear the zone. 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the second. Garrow Von Dane and Bob Kennedy here in Pittsburgh, Clearview Arena. Puck is dumped in deep by Niagara, icing waved off. Milan comes to get it for RMU. And ahead it goes. Roman Kramer brings it in deep for Robert Morris. Fought for on the far boards, comes up to the point. Right side, Schaefer chasing after it. He's going to look, wind up, fire at score through his screen. I don't think there was any way for Corson to see that puck with the screen in front of him. And the Colonials get the goal right back. It's 5-1, Robert Morris.
That's the defenseman Schaefer coming down from his right point position, taking that puck off the boards and just blistering it. A little bit of traffic in front and goes right through Corson.
Yeah, Brandt and Roman Kramer were tangled up and right in front of the goaltender Corson. And a big wind-up slapper from Schaefer. It's that goal right back for Robert Morris. And delayed penalty coming up here against Robert Morris. And there's a long shot from the point, deflected. Might have got a piece of West. Went wide of the net. Play continues, though, with the extra attacker. Brandt settles it down. Backhands one deep to Billings. Fires it around the boards. Delayed penalty against Robert Morris. Shot through the goal mouth. Comes to the far corner. Held in by Niagara. Sent in deep. And now, Colonial's unable to get possession of it. High comes to Brandt, fakes the shot, moves in, shoots one, hit traffic in front. That was Cam Hebert who got in the way of that shot. And finally, play whistle dead, and the Eagles are going to go on the power play. And heading to the box is Nick Milan for Robert Morris. And now a chance for Niagara. With the extra attacker, and 8:17 to go in the second.
And Lalonde doesn't like the call. Niagara will go back to the power play, and it looks like a TV timeout maybe.
It is a 2-minute media timeout.
5-1 Robert Morris here in the second. Timeout in Pittsburgh. We'll be back with Colonials hockey. They lead at 5-1. It's the Colonials hockey net.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever's been holding you back. UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/orthocare to learn how UPMC can help.
Chick-fil-A Robinson will brighten your day with their new chocolate fudge brownie, mac and cheese, and cheese sauce. Chick-fil-A's chocolate fudge brownie is crafted with layers of fudge, a cake-like middle, and topped with flaky chunks of chocolate. The mac and cheese is a premium blend of cheeses coming together for a nice, crispy layer on top of warm, creamy Chick-fil-A deliciousness. The cheese sauce at Chick-fil-A makes waffle fries even more yummy. Stop by Chick-fil-A Robinson and treat yourself to their new brownie, mac and cheese, and cheese sauce today. Serving you with care. Chick-fil-A Robinson.
Panera's new flatbread pizzas are here. But to our new chef, Klaus, they're not just pizzas, they're masterpieces. Because it's not just cheese, it's hot and melty mozzarella and fontina cheese. It's not just sauce, it's market tomato red bell pepper sauce. And it's not just toppings, it's fresh mozzarella, basil, and grape tomatoes. Taste our delicious new flatbread pizzas today. Order online for pickup or delivery. Panera. Restrictions apply.
Purple Eagles start the power play. Their third of the game. They're 0 for 2 so far. And they need one here, trailing 5-1. Interference the call. Add an assist. There's a shot in the glove save by West. Can't quite get it out. Billings' goal was assisted by Summer and Nemofsky. There's a shot from deep and a save made by West, and he will hold on for no rebound. And now the announcement of the Schaefer goal, an assist from Lalonde. That came at 10:56 of the second, and Nolan Schaefer, the former Fairbanks Ice Dog, played his junior hockey at the Big Dipper. Gets one for Robert Morris, his first of the year, second career goal for the junior. Centered in front. Good friend of mine was the public address man for the Ice Dogs for 10 years, Raleigh Johnson. .50 seconds to go in the Niagara power play. Eagles trailing by 4. It was a 4-0 Robert Morris. Niagara scored to make it 4-1, but the Colonials got it right back to extend their lead to 4 once again. Another clear for RMU. 28 seconds to go in this Niagara power play. Well, some fireworks to say the least in this one. 6 goals on the board.
It's going to go for an icing there. Chris Harper has passed a little bit too far. 20 seconds left. Niagara has on the power play. They'll be back in their own zone. 6:37 left.
Yeah, just 1 goal in the first period. Nick Jennings for Robert Morris. 5 goals in the second period, and they all came within the span of 6 minutes and 8 seconds. That's
wow.
A bit of a scoring burst.
I said things might open up a little bit. I didn't.
Shot right off the draw and a save made, and it's coming up. He couldn't find it for a moment. It was laying right in front of him, and he was able to smother that puck. Michael Corson, who came in here in the second in relief of Brian Wilson. There's Corson shaking it off. Getting ready for another face-off to his right. In the circle to take it is Spellacy. Oh, that was Goulash who took that draw. The top line comes back out for RMU. Late in this Niagara power play, which has expired as Lalonde comes out of the box. The Eagles 0 for 3 in the power play. At the wall it goes. Tap to neutral ice. Stanley, nice little nifty move for Niagara, but 3 Colonials around him to take it away. Wishman holds it in, knocks it out of the air. Shot forward just inside, and Colonial blue line, and out it comes, and Pinio corrals it at center red. Second period here at Clearview. Not sure what the next game for Robert Morris is going to be. They had next weekend series, as this one is deflected on net, but West there to cover it up. And they had a series wiped out with Canisius. Canisius University has just had all sorts of problems with COVID. They've only played a few games up there.
Yeah, this Hedgerton line, Ryan Cox, Pinio, they've been the best line on the ice here for Niagara today.
Edgerton, Cox, Pinio, that fourth line.
Edgerton from Wheeling, West Virginia, nearby.
Yeah, 45 minutes from here.
Played for the Wheeling Thunderbirds back in the day.
Wheeling probably hasn't changed a whole lot since then. I love Wheeling, don't get me wrong. Here comes head for Robert Morris the other way. He has Hernandez cutting for the net. Shot save made, rebound. Oh, and a quick glove save by Corson. Had to be good on that burst for Robert Morris.
Well, that was Kyler Head coming down the left side, and I've been really impressed with this big freshman. He's 6'4", 209 from Malone, New York, and he's big, strong, has speed, can shoot the puck. And let's see who was on the doorstep for the rebound. It looked like Abear, maybe.
Yeah, it was.
Had a good rebound opportunity, and Corson had a better save.
Cameron Abear. Yep, Corson stood tall. He's going to have to keep everything out of that goal if there's any hope of Niagara erasing this 4-goal deficit. Big hill to climb for Niagara, but still just about 25 minutes of hockey to do it. Schaefer behind his own net. Hooks it around the wall. Slapped at, trying to poke it free. Colonial on the ice behind the net, and a couple of players run into the net, take it off the Mornings, and a late shot taken by Jack Billings as he throws a couple of fists. And the Robert Morris defenseman Jeff Lawson.
I was able to talk to Coach Lammers yesterday. I saw him around the rink as I was down here after the women's game, and able to touch base. And he really likes his hockey team, although the record doesn't indicate they're having success. But he thinks he has a nice team, and for one reason or another, they have struggled in the win-loss column.
And the Eagles just 2 wins so far this year in their first 12 games. They are in serious danger of being swept in 3 straight here in Pittsburgh. Hardikainen weaves in, spins to his right, shoots one in. Save off the right pad. Corson around the wall it comes, and Cox will hold it for Niagara. And again, this Niagara team has had trouble keeping pucks out of their own net this year, but they have been able to score. The Colonials have been stifling here today. And here's Guerra with it. Garrett carries it in right wing, shoots one, and a save made. The rebound was shot behind the net. Eagles with 3:18 to go here in the second, trying to make something happen late, but it's the Robert Morris Colonials putting the pressure on. In front, and a save made. The rebound skipped away, and the Colonial at the back door. That was Hernandez, and it comes back out to center. Ryan Kramer plays it up. Now Perkusic shoots one and was deflected high over the net. Perkusic a bit quiet here today. Started the day as the leading scorer for Robert Morris. Led the team in scoring last year with 16 points. Jordan Timmons came into the day leading this. Colonials team, and it's 5-1 Robert Morris with 2:31 to go here in the second period.
Timmons is a local product. He's scratched today.
Yeah, he's got 8 goals to lead this club.
Not sure what his status is. Transfer from Connecticut.
Wasson behind the net for RMU. Boys will be more than satisfied to enjoy a 4-goal lead at the second intermission, but sure they wouldn't mind being a little greedy here late. Instead, it's turned over to Stenlund. Stenlund now freshly on Edgerton. As Wishman at the point can't get it to him. Takes a hit behind the net. Now Wishman taps it for Stanley, who goes right side. Zielinski around behind the net. Schaefer trying to get it out. It's kept in by Wishman, but out it comes. Minute 40 left in the second. Pass across to Edgerton. Schaefer reached out to poke check it. It's worked in the corner. Lalonde can't get it out. Eagles keeping it in Robert Morris territory. Colonials have possession. Now room to shoot it ahead. No icing on the play. And the door again comes open after Lalonde is checked. And someone's going to have to check on that door.
Yeah, that's the second time. That could be an issue. Safety issue, potentially. You hit it just right. It's a stoppage here, and they'll face it off in Niagara ice.
Colonials control after the draw. Trying to carry it in front, but have it taken away was Adamo. The Colonials keep it in. The Eagles retreat with it. Look for room to move. Jack Billings, rink wide. Here comes Niagara. Cox on the left wing. Chopped off of his stick. 45 seconds to go here in the second. Colonials up by 4. Get it out of harm's way for the moment. Billings right back in, but Cox was still in the zone. And so the offsides whistle blows. Want to give a little shout out to Emily Ondo on the training staff for Robert Morris. A good friend of mine's granddaughter working with the Colonials this year. He's a young grandpa. But, it's good to see worlds come together in strange ways like that.
That's it.
She's also going to work with the Robert Morris football team.
What's the lacrosse status then?
Scheduled to play. They probably will. Outdoor sport, and if they can, we're trying to, I know that. I'm going to refrain from making predictions about anything. 10 seconds to go here in the second. And it's in front, wide open chance. Oh, and a good stop by West as he falls down and keeps that puck out of the goal in the closing seconds of the second period. Puck winds up with the Robert Morris bench. The scoreboard clock says 0.4 seconds to go. And we'll have one more face-off before we head to the break. But what a second period it's been. 5 goals coming in just over 6 minutes of play. This thing's broke wide open in favor of Robert Morris as they lead it here 5-1 after 2, trying to get the 3-game sweep of their rivals from the north, the Niagara Purple Eagles. We'll be back with a second intermission report coming your way next. It's the Colonials Hockey Network.
Navigating healthcare can be overwhelming. Heritage Valley is changing that perspective. Our medical neighborhoods provide the personal care you need right where you live and work. Access specialty physicians, lab and diagnostic imaging, rehab, and more in the heart of your community. With 7 convenient locations, we have a medical neighborhood in yours. Heritage Valley, uniquely connected for life.
When it comes to your finances, everyone wants to be on the winning team. Clearview Federal Credit Union is here to help. As the official credit union of Robert Morris Athletics, Clearview will help you hit your financial goals. Access your money from anywhere with their mobile app, online banking, over 80,000 surcharge-free ATMs, Clearview live video banking, and financial centers throughout Western Pennsylvania. With Clearview, you can score from the opening face-off to the final horn. Clearview, helping people to enjoy a better life. Visit clearviewfcu.org/RMU to learn more. Traveling is made easy at the Sheraton Pittsburgh Airport Hotel. Minutes from Robinson, they offer free airport shuttle service. A plush pillow-top mattress awaits, along with on-site dining, an outdoor pool, and a fully equipped fitness center. They're pet-friendly and close to RMU and all of Pittsburgh's entertainment venues. For business or pleasure, vacation or staycation, a wedding or gathering, you'll feel at home at the Sheraton Pittsburgh Airport Hotel. Make reservations online or call 412-262-2400 today. Fox's Pizza Den, owned and operated by 2 of RMU's very own alumni, has been the official pizza sponsor of Robert Morris for over 5 years now. It serves the very best authentic pizzas, strombolis, salads, nearly world-famous wedgies, gourmet pizzas, and specialty hoagies. Fox's Pizza is located at 998 Broadhead Road, Moon Township. For all RMU students and staff, present your RMU ID and get a large cheese pizza for only $8. If you're really feeling hungry, try the big one, Fox's 52-cut pizza. Fox's Pizza has a size for every appetite. Fox's Pizza, the tastiest pizza in town. As a proud supporter of Robert Morris University, PNC Bank is committed to all those who are rooting for the home team. With Virtual Wallet, you'll get a breakdown of your budget and see how much is scheduled out for bills versus how much is left to spend, so you know when it's the perfect time to buy tickets to the big game. To learn more, visit pnc.com/virtual wallet. PNC Bank, proud supporter of Robert Morris University. Virtual Wallet is a registered trademark of the PNC Financial Services Group, Inc., all rights reserved. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC. You are at home with Sewickley Savings Bank. They've been part of the community for over 130 years, offering consumer banking services, business banking, residential mortgages, and home equity lines of credit. Sewickley Savings Bank offers personalized banking close to home. Sewickley Savings Bank, your safe and secure community bank. Stop by one of their convenient locations, Sewickley, Coriopolis, or Robinson. Sewickley Savings Bank is a proud supporter of Robert Morris University Athletics.
Clearview Arena here in Pittsburgh. Robert Morris enjoying a 5-1 lead over the Niagara University Purple Eagles here in the 3rd game in 4 days. Robert Morris looking good here after 2.
Yeah, shots on goal, or even at 16, surprisingly. Robert Morris able to put 5 of those in the net, so almost a 33% shooting percentage. Robert Morris 8 block shots to 5 for Niagara, but the big stats on the scoreboard, it's a 5-1 lead for the Colonials.
Things turning up rosy for Robert Morris here in the 2nd period. The Colonials getting 2-0 lead. It was 1-0 after 1 on the Nick Jenny goal, and then at 4:48 on the power play, Justin Adamo with his 6th of the year. Adamo gets another one, and a couple of minutes later on a great feed from Grant Hebert, his 7th of the year, 2nd of the game. That made it 3-0. Santeri Hartikainen then from the right wing gets his 3rd of the year, a short-handed goal at 8:45. And when you go up 4-0 on a short-handed goal, that's a killer, Bob.
Yeah, and Niagara struggled, and that's just a little bit of salt in the wound there for Coach Lammers and the Purple Eagles.
And credit the Eagles, they came right back and got a goal. less than a minute later from Jake Billings on the feed from Summer behind the net. And you saw, Niagara's not going away just yet. It's 4-1, but credit the Colonials. They've had an answer for everything today as Schaefer gets his first of the year at 10:56 to push that lead back out to 4. Let's take a look at some scores around the country. Number 14 Northeastern gets a 3-2 victory over Merrimack. That's a final. And Army opens up a 2-goal lead over current in conference unbeaten American International, 19th ranked Yellow Jackets, trailing Army 4-2 in that third period. And Wisconsin, top-ranked Wisconsin, number 12 Wisconsin, top-ranked Minnesota, 12th ranked Wisconsin, tied at 1 in the first of that one. Those are your scores from around college hockey here today. Robert Morris leading Niagara here 5-1 after third period, minutes away here in Pittsburgh. You're listening to Robert Morris Colonials Hockey right here on the Colonials Hockey Network.
We all know Eaton Park is the place for smiles, but did you know it's also the place for takeout? Everything you love about Eaton Park is now available at our convenient pickup window. Choose from a wide variety of dinners, salads, sandwiches, burgers, soups, and more. Ordering is easy as pie, too. Just go online, make your order, drive by, and pick it up. You can start by picking up a quart of our tasty homemade soups for just $7.49 every day. Pick up a smile today at Eaton Park.
Pittsburgh Transportation Group is the area's leading ground transportation provider. Keep us in mind for group outings, event shuttling, airport transfers, and more. We're also expanding and have CDL driver positions available. Flexible schedules, competitive wages, and excellent benefit packages. Apply at pghtrans.com/jobs or call 412-444-4444. That's 412-444-4444.
Are you interested in sports media? Have you ever been looking to get experience in writing about sports? Well, then look no further than Colonial Sports Network. From game previews and recaps to feature articles and opinion pieces, CSN allows you to share your voice when it comes to Colonial athletics. Those on campus and around the world can hear your voice on CSN's podcasts as well, which range from sports-specific shows to shows regarding athletics as a whole. There's endless opportunities for you to find your voice and start your path towards a career in sports media at Colonial Sports Network.
When it comes to your finances, everyone wants to be on the winning team. Clearview Federal Credit Union is here to help. As the official credit union of Robert Morris Athletics, Clearview will help you hit your financial goals. Access your money from anywhere with their mobile app, online banking, over 80,000 surcharge-free ATMs, Clearview live video banking, and financial centers throughout Western Pennsylvania. With Clearview, you can score from the opening face-off to the final horn. Clearview, helping people to enjoy a better life. Visit clearviewfcu.org/RMU to learn more. Want to help RMU athletics compete and succeed at the highest level? Join the 1921 Club today. Members of the 1921 Club are the backbone of RMU's financial commitment to our student athletes. The opportunity to purchase VIP seating for football, hockey, and basketball, club hospitality access, networking with other 1921 Club members, unparalleled access to our marquee coaches, VIP fan trip invitations and other special events, and exclusive pre-sale opportunities and discounts. RMU's 1921 Club has a minimum annual donation level of $1,000, and gifts are tax deductible to the extent allowed by law. We're happy to work with you to determine your optimal method of support to Robert Morris Athletics. To give today or to learn more about RMU's 1921 Club, please contact T.J. Brown at 412-397-5960.
As a CEO, I want the best from our employees. In return, they want the best from their company, especially when it comes to their health benefits. That's why we choose UPMC Health Plan. It gives our employees in-network access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the world-class care of UPMC. And the best part? It's affordable for all of us.
For the quality, affordable coverage your company deserves, here's the plan, UPMC Health Plan.
Garrow Von Dane, Bob Kennedy here in Pittsburgh Clearview Arena at the RMU Island Sports Center. And Robert Morris enjoying a 5-1 lead, and let's show you how it happened. That's on the left side. That's Colonials already with a 1-0 lead at this point, and that's Adamo.
Yeah, Adamo, quick release and just snapped it over the blocker.
Adamo wasn't done as Hebert feeds him in front of the net.
Yeah, that's 2 quick goals for Adamo. And Hebert, nice play there at a high rate of speed.
That one made it 3-0. Colonials were off to the races at that point.
Beautiful pass.
And here's Hartikainen, all alone, short-handed.
Just froze the goalie there for a second and put it to the forehand and just snapped it low. Look at off the glove there of the goaltender. And
third of the year for the Finn, and that made it 4-0. Colonials a short-handed goal at 8:45 of the second, but less than a minute later, there's Summer in front. Tried the wraparound. Billings picks up the loose puck.
Yeah, Billings, nice little play to take that from his skate to his stick. Made it look easier than it might have been. It looks simple from up here on the original, but he made a nice little play to move it from his skate to the stick in quick fashion.
Got the Eagles on the board, made it 4-1. They had a little bit of life, but there you see the big wind-up slapper from Nolan Schaefer.
Yeah, and Schaefer, the big defenseman, he likes that, the little celebration there. Defensemen don't get much chance to score goals, and that's the second of his career, and he's a happy camper.
First of the year, and Lalonde on the assist. That came at 10:56, and that's where we sit here as the Colonials enjoying a 5-1 lead over the Niagara University Purple Eagles. Niagara 0 for 3 on the power play. Colonials do have a power play goal today, and they lead it by 4. Third period is coming your way next. This is the Robert Morris Colonials Hockey Network.
As a proud supporter of Robert Morris University, PNC Bank is committed to all those who are rooting for the home team. With Virtual Wallet, you'll get a breakdown of your budget and see how much is scheduled out for bills versus how much is left to spend, so you know when it's the perfect time to buy tickets to the big game. To learn more, visit pnc.com/virtual wallet. PNC Bank, proud supporter of Robert Morris University. Virtual Wallet is a registered trademark of the PNC Financial Services Group, Inc., all rights reserved. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Chick-fil-A Robinson will brighten your day with their new chocolate fudge brownie, mac and cheese, and cheese sauce. Chick-fil-A's chocolate fudge brownie is crafted with layers of fudge, a cake-like middle, and topped with flaky chunks of chocolate. The mac and cheese is a premium blend of cheeses coming together for a nice, crispy layer on top of warm, creamy Chick-fil-A deliciousness. The cheese sauce at Chick-fil-A makes waffle fries even more yummy. Stop by Chick-fil-A Robinson and treat yourself to their new brownie, mac and cheese, and cheese sauce today. Serving you with care. Chick-fil-A Robinson.
Navigating healthcare can be overwhelming. Heritage Valley is changing that perspective. Our medical neighborhoods provide the personal care you need right where you live and work. Access specialty physicians, lab and diagnostic imaging, rehab, and more in the heart of your community. With 7 convenient locations, we have a medical neighborhood in yours. Heritage Valley, uniquely connected for life.
When it comes to your finances, everyone wants to be on the winning team. Clearview Federal Credit Union is here to help. As the official credit union of Robert Morris Athletics, Clearview will help you hit your financial goals. Access your money from anywhere with their mobile app, online banking, over 80,000 surcharge-free ATMs, Clearview live video banking, and financial centers throughout Western Pennsylvania. With Clearview, you can score from the opening face-off to the final horn. Clearview, helping people to enjoy a better life. Visit clearviewfcu.org/RMU to learn more. Traveling is made easy at the Sheraton Pittsburgh Airport Hotel. Minutes from Robinson, they offer free airport shuttle service. A plush pillow-top mattress awaits, along with on-site dining, an outdoor pool, and a fully equipped fitness center. They're pet-friendly and close to RMU and all of Pittsburgh's entertainment venues. For business or pleasure, vacation or staycation, a wedding or gathering, you'll feel at home at the Sheraton Pittsburgh Airport Hotel. Make reservations online or call 412-262-2400 today. today. Fox's Pizza Den, owned and operated by two of RMU's very own alumni, has been the official pizza sponsor of Robert Morris for over 5 years now. It serves the very best authentic pizzas, stromboli, salads, nearly world-famous wedgies, gourmet pizzas, and specialty hoagies. Fox's Pizza is located at 998 Broadhead Road, Moon Township. For all RMU students and staff, present your RMU ID and get a large cheese pizza for only $8. If you're really feeling hungry, try the big one, Fox's 52-cut pizza. Fox's Pizza has a size for every appetite. Fox's Pizza, the tastiest pizza in town.
Colonials and Eagles return to the ice here. Third period coming right up here from Pittsburgh, and Robert Morris out in front 5-1. 2 goals for Justin Adamo in the game. Nick Jenny with 1 for Robert Morris. Santeri Hartikainen. And also for the Colonials, the defenseman Nolan Schaefer, his first of the year. For Niagara, Jake Billings has the lone goal. And Niagara relieved Brian Wilson in goal in the second period with Michael Corson. Corson remains in the game here in the third. And for Robert Morris, Noah West has played every minute of today's game. Came into the game with a 6-2 record and a very impressive .932 save percentage. He has stopped 15 of 16 shots faced today. Each team with 16 shots on goal through 2 periods. And they're ready to start the third. Robert Morris going right to left.
Third period is our period. Let's go!
The Eagles bring it in, center it to Billings. And he just looked a little indecisive there. And the Colonials said, thank you very much. We'll take it away and move it the other way. The Eagles obviously want to come out and score quickly. Robert Morris will try to repel everything the Eagles throw. Only 1 goal came in the first period. It was 1-0 after 1, but everything changed in a 6-minute span of the second. Again, don't know right now when the Colonials' next game is. Had a series wiped out with Canisius next weekend because of the pandemic and some troubles they're having up in Buffalo at Canisius. But stay posted on the RMU Athletics app and rmucolonials.com, and of course on Twitter for all the latest updates.
Face off to the left. The freshman goaltender Noah West. A good group of freshmen here for the Colonials. Really like Kyler Head. Gavin Gulash, right winger. Brian Kramer on defense. And David LaFrance, a defenseman also.
Colonials force it behind the Niagara goal. These 2 teams are going to earn a well-deserved rest after this weekend. A lot of hockey played the last few days.
Yeah, I think the Colonials look like they're off next weekend, is it?
So far, yeah. Games have been removed and added and everything, so nobody knows right now. Just know they won't be playing that Canisius series.
Are they playing down here all 3 games because they're not allowed to play in New York? Is that the situation? Or?
You mean these Niagara games?
Yeah.
I don't believe so, but I could be wrong about that. The Atlantic is split into 2 pods this year geographically. To alleviate some of the travel concerns in such a wide geographic league like the Atlantic. Colonials are in the West. Spellacy dumps it in for Robert Morris. The Eagles will carry it right back out again. Pinio moves it forward. Lawson in the back check takes it away for RMU. turns it the other direction. Here comes Head with it. Lalonde will cut for the goal. Head will throw it in front, and reaching out with the glove is Corson to avoid any redirect in front. Still 5-1 RMU.
RMU, I think, wants to keep playing the same way, keep the pressure on Niagara. Don't let them back in the game. Just stay on the attack.
.17:30 to go here at a scrum after the face-off, right in front of Corson. Eagles chop that puck out of harm's way for the moment, but what the feed from Lawson in front, and it's tapped in. Colonials score again. It's Nick Lalonde with his first of the game, and it's 6-1. Robert Morris racing away from the Purple Eagles.
Yeah, we got a good vantage point from up here, and it was Lawson on the left point. Again, just wristing it quick to the net. Lalonde had a stick on the ice at the far post and just deflected it off the goal post and in. And Colonials making it look easy here in a game that's not so simple.
They really have, Bob. Great puck movement. Fantastic assisting in this game. For some layups. That one's tapped on goal, and it's stopped by Corson. And some post-whistle activity is quickly calmed. Nick Lalonde.
It's a simple game, but not so easy. Colonials 6-1. More questions than answers for Coach Lammers.
Third goal of the season for the junior Nick Lalonde out of Brooklyn, Ontario. And he's been all over the place today. Now the Eagles clear the zone. All Robert Morris here in Pittsburgh. Tapped across the line by Grant Hebert, junior from St. Andrews, West Ontario. Hebert tries to get one in front to himself. Floats away from him, and Corson pushes it behind the net. Worked in front. Oh, tried to get it there to Goulash, but it's scooped up by the Eagles.
Number 10, Nick Lalonde. With an assist to number 23, Jeff Lawson. And an assist to number 20, Cameron Hebert.
Cam Hebert with an assist on that Lalonde goal as well. 2:37 of the third. And that all but extinguishes the last hope for Niagara as they now trail it by 5 here in the third period. Colonials, with 7 minutes to go yesterday, trailed Niagara by 2. They got to within 1, and then with a minute to go, tied the game, and then got the game winner from Spellacy in overtime. Colonials winning in overtime in each of the first 2 meetings this weekend. In all likelihood, will not have to go to overtime here today. A delayed call coming up, though, against Robert Morris. And Niagara still with the puck. Goaltender Corson heads off. As the Eagles work here on a delayed call. And Robert Morris gains possession, and so the Eagles will get their 4th power play of the game. They've come up empty so far on the night. Well, Bob, the Colonials start the day ranked 20th, as you see that number next to their score. And after a weekend like this, you might be able to move up a little bit in those rankings.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe move up a spot depending on how other teams did.
Yep. We talked about the struggles Niagara's had this year, but it is not easy to win 3 games in conference in a row against anybody.
A couple overtime games.
Spellacy gets the call, and he sits for 2 minutes. And the tripping call. Brandt has it for Niagara, center point. Brandt dancing around. Keep it away from his shadow, Roman Kramer. Around the wall, Colonials get it out. Goulash chasing after it, but Brandt's going to get there first for Niagara. Colonials will change all 4 penalty killers as Perkusic comes on. Hardikainen as well for Robert Morris. Kellyan. And Nolan Schaefer going to kill this one off with 1:08 to go. Wrist shot, Evanston, and smacked out of the air by West, who went down to his knees and reached up with that glove.
Yeah, West again has done the job when he's had to, and hasn't had a lot of tough opportunities today, but when he has, he's made the stops. One minute left in the minor to Spellacy.
Eagles with some speed. They'll bring it across. And it's cleared again by Robert Morris.
Yeah, they give credit to that Robert Morris penalty killing unit. They've been solid here tonight.
Yeah, they really have. Haven't given the Eagles much room, and they have a shorthanded goal as well. Cooley in front, it's tapped aside. Eric Cooley from right here in Pittsburgh, with the Amarillo Bulls.
I guess he has a younger brother, and supposed to be the real deal.
Edgerton lost a skate, crossing into Robert Morris territory, and the penalty expires. Spellacy out of the box. They get the puck forward to him. He taps it into Niagara real estate. Robert Morris hanging on to that 5-goal lead. Pinio breaks in, shoots one past Love on net, stick save for Noah West. He surrendered just 1 goal here today. Goes to Jake Billings after a wraparound attempt by Summer. Billings found a puck next to the in front of the net, buried it. That's the only goal for the Eagles this afternoon. Lawson for RMU. Dumps it in. Head will chase on the near side. It's a good-looking Robert Morris team, Bobby. First time move.
I'll tell you what, the work ethic there, moving their feet all over the ice and just making things difficult on the Purple Eagles.
It's been fun to watch them here today. I'm really impressed with this group. In front, Hardikainen from one knee shoots it high over the glass with 12:03 to go in regulation time here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's not like you see 1 or 2 players that stand out. They're all working in sync and working as a team and working hard, and that's what it takes to win in college hockey. Good speed, nothing flashy.
Face off to the left of Corson. Comes right back up and out again. Nick Jenny knock it out of the air. Look for some help, play it forward. Chopped around neutral territory. The Eagles get it out of their own end for the moment. Backhanded in by Stanley. Takes a hit, pays the price. Down the wall it comes. Shot in front, it's a deflection, and now Harper on the near side shoots one, and a save made. And now it got Jenny in front, and he's shaken up on that block. And he is in some pain right now. And Perkusic, meanwhile, is being helped to his feet in front of the Robert Morris bench. I didn't see what happened to him. And he very gingerly is going to go take a seat behind the Robert Morris bench as the training staff will tend to Perkusic.
Yeah, two top line players shaking up on one shift there. Let's hope they're okay.
2 Colonials hurt on the same play. Different parts of the ice. Play continues. Shot deflected wide. Came from the point. And Jordan Wishman comes all the way back to Niagara territory. The Eagles will bring it ahead. Zielinski out of his reach, but he gets it back. Now Pinio picks it up on the near boards. Takes a hit in the corner from Schaefer. And the Eagles will try to center it, but there's nobody home, so it goes all the way back where Corson plays it. Robert Morris takes possession. And feed it in. Colonials took a 1-0 lead into the first intermission. Scored 3 in a row in the second. Eagles got one back, but the Colonials extended their lead once again. 5-1, that's where we were after 2. And then Nick Milan gets his third of the year. A couple of minutes into this third period. It's all Robert Morris here today on the island. And play whistle dead. We roll down towards the halfway point of period number 3. And everyone will leave here today and turn their attention to the NFL as the Steelers host the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, big game tonight in Pittsburgh. No fans.
Nope, no fans.
How do you have a Steelers-Browns with no fans?
Well, what a hex. What's the Steelers have won, what, 17 in a row here against the Browns?
Should be a good game.
Artikainen for Robert Morris. Bumped off the puck. He dumped in by LaFrance. There it comes, and it's picked up on the left wing. Any room, the drop pass, and it's shot wide. And a penalty coming up here. That was Cooley on the feed in front. But the shot went wide, and then the arm was raised.
Yeah, I think that's Roman Kramer, the Pittsburgh native. Also played in Johnstown.
It's a 2-minute media timeout.
A hooking call.
So when we come back, Niagara will get the power play trailing by 5. 9:29 to go in the third. You're listening to Robert Morris, Colonials Hockey.
Colonial fans, be sure to download the new RMU Athletics Game Day app. It's free from the App Store and Google Play. The RMU Game Day app is your go-to source for exclusive audio streaming, trivia, podcasts, contests, and fan info. The RMU Game Day app also features great offers from our Colonial Athletic partners. Download the free RMU Athletics Game Day app from the App Store and Google Play by searching RMU Colonials.
Panera's new flatbread pizzas are here. But to our new chef, Klaus, they're not just pizzas, they're masterpieces. Because it's not just cheese, it's hot and melty mozzarella and fontina cheese. It's not just sauce, it's market tomato red bell pepper sauce. And it's not just toppings, it's fresh mozzarella, basil, and grape tomatoes. Taste our delicious new flatbread pizzas today. Order online for pickup or delivery. Panera. Restrictions apply.
After any big game, people will be talking. This is Ellen Barras from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. The same is true when you get your new vehicle from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. Neighbors, friends, and co-workers will notice the new winning style reflected in the car, truck, or SUV you just got from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. Located on University Boulevard, across from Robert Morris. Click and save at moonford.com and discover what the talk is all about. Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
Purple Eagles will go on the power play for 2 minutes. As we take a look at our goaltending comparison. Michael Corson, who came in relief in the second period, the junior who played at Denver, 3-4-1. And the freshman West, 6-2 on the year, 2.27 goals against, and that impressive .932 save percentage. Great numbers for the youngster. That probably just improve.
Yeah, I've been impressed with West. Nothing fancy, but he's making the stops.
Kellyan throws one on net. It'll be stopped by Corson. And played ahead. Eagles trying to get something positive here on this power play. Cooley gets it across Cox into the middle. Shot from the slot. Save made by West. In front. And Head is there for Robert Morris to lift it out. It's just out to neutral territory. So Colonial's unable to change that penalty killing unit. Didn't go deep enough. And it's centered here. Stanley with a chance. And it's off the goal stick of Noah West.
West again calm when that plays in tight there. No panic in him.
Colonials get the clear, put it on net. Corson plays it behind the cage with 48 to go in this 5th power play opportunity for Niagara. They came in 18%. They're 0 for here today so far. Another 36 seconds to change that. And it's clear. .25 to go in the power play. We'll have a visit with head coach Derek Scully after the game during our post-game show. Wrist shot deflected wide. McKellian got his stick in the way of that shot. Eagles set it back up and they lose control, and the Colonials' Grant Hebert will take it and skate up ice with it. So all but do it for the penalty. Ooh, unable to freeze it was Corson, chopped at, but he's able to get it. As racing in was Lalonde to play that bouncing puck. 1 second left in the power play, and Kramer will come out of the box. Corson looks to the sky.
Another kill for the Colonials. And it's been a bright spot here for the Colonials this afternoon. That penalty killing.
And here comes Kramer after they drop the puck. And 7:25 to go in regulation time. The Colonials in a 6-1 lead. Now back to full strength. Schaefer off the glass. Gorsak, though, knocks it down to keep it in. Schaefer around behind the net, and he'll go all the way back up and out to center red. Pomeroy collects it for Niagara, feathers it in. It's going to be a long psychological bus ride back north for Niagara, unless they mount a miraculous comeback here, but not the toughest bus trip in the Atlantic by any means. Just up the road to Buffalo.
Probably about 3.5 hours north.
Through the rafters. Colonials send it into Niagara territory.
That should be a whistle. Neutral zone face-off if it goes through the rafters.
Looks like they're bringing it back into Robert Morris.
It doesn't touch anything. It goes for the full icing. They'll bring it back to the left to Noah West.
6.5 to go. One back to Zielinski. Shoots from deep, wide glove side off the carom. It's cleared out of harm's way. Brian Kramer and the Eagles will start from their own end. Our next broadcast will be next Saturday. Lookout giveaway here in front. Shot went wide.
Another penalty upcoming to the Colonials.
Turned it over, and Kendall got the shot off, but it went just wide of the net. Then the whistle blew, and the Colonials are going to be shorthanded.
Brian Kramer, he had a little bit of, ran into his own player there, and puck got turned over. Just a little mishap, and Kramer takes a penalty. And Niagara back on the power play.
The Eagles get another chance with the extra attacker here, trailing by 5. Our next broadcast will be women's hockey. Robert Morris women hosting their arch rivals from Erie, Mercyhurst, next Saturday. We'll have that game for you here on these same airwaves. Hooking the call at 13:59 to the third against Kramer, and Eagles get some more work on this power play. Shot goes wide. Off the carom, it's picked up by the Colonials, and McKelly unable to clear for Robert Morris. Owners will change couple guys. Hardekine and Goulash come on. Staying on is Schaefer and also McKelly in a wraparound attempt. Save made by West. Brandt keeps it in though. Bouncing puck shot, save made, and the rebound, score. And the Eagles do get a power play goal. I think that was Namovsky who got that one. Yeah. Ryan Namovsky, the second line center from Shelby Township, Michigan.
Yeah, the Eagles wouldn't be denied there as they kept coming, and a couple of rebounds there came out and they were just hacking away. That was Brandt took the first shot. The puck was just sitting there a couple feet in front of the goal crease. And Namovsky just jammed it in past Noah West, and it's 6-2 with 5:16 left in the third period. The Eagles are running out of time here, though.
Namovsky's third of the year for the sophomore. And the Eagles get a power play goal on their sixth chance. And it's a 6-2 game. Lawson will jump it in for Robert Morris. The Niagara goals today for Namovsky and Jake Billings. Robert Morris 2 from Justin Adamo. Nick Jenny with 1. Hardekine with 1, and also Nolan Schaefer with an RMU goal. Nick Lalonde got his third of the year earlier in the third period. Here come the Eagles down 4. Stanley, drop pass. Cooley goes back to Stanley. It was behind him. Summer gets an assist, as does Stanley on that Niagara goal. That came at 14:44 the third, the power play goal. That one shot to the goal when Corson has it in the mitt. 4:12 left.
Matthew Guerra, another freshman. He's from Sanford, Florida. He's got 3 goals, 3 assists in 8 games, so not too bad of numbers there for a freshman.
Colonials go into the 4 corners of the earth to recruit.
4 corners.
They head down to Florida and
that's
Finland.
Just a nice little trip for Coach Schooley.
Yeah.
Gotta be recruiting Florida all the time.
I suppose if I golfed more, I would. Stopped by Corson, up ahead. Gorsak tips it into Robert Morris ice. Colonials are there to pick it up. Head, shoot it on net from neutral territory. It'll be stopped and then covered up by Michael Corson out of Darien, Illinois, former Denver Pioneer.
Of course, most of these players go somewhere else to play if they're from Florida. Guerrera played at Lone Star in the North American League.
I guess Huntsville, Alabama Huntsville is the closest D1 program to Florida, right? Yeah, gotta be.
I would say, yeah.
Robert Morris opened the season against Huntsville. They used to be rivals in the CHA before the Colonials joined the Atlantic. Tapped in front, trouble, but West is able to cover it up before Summer can direct it in. And with 2:48 to go here in Pittsburgh, Robert Morris with a 6-2 lead. They jumped all over Niagara in the second period and have not looked back. And the Colonials are a few minutes from earning the 3-game sweep of the Eagles here in Pittsburgh.
But, the Pittsburgh boys going to be watching the Steelers tonight? Probably all the guys.
Probably. It's so many of these Colonials athletes just become Pittsburgh fans when they move here.
Oh.
It's hard not to.
That's the only game in town right now, too.
Yep.
NHL starting up soon.
Yeah, the 13th, Penguins and Flyers.
There we go.
Namofsky for Niagara at center ice. Well, Stanley will dump it in. Clock rolling down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Hunter Morris just trying to skate away. Roman Kramer dumps it in. Put this victory in their pocket. And improve their conference record to 9-1. And win their 9th in a row in the Atlantic. Rubbed in on net. West stops it, thought about covering it up, and then looks around and sees only white sweaters, so plays it ahead. A couple of Eagles slam into each other, Pinio and Edgerton took the worst of that one. He is slow to get up, but doubled over on his way to that Niagara bench. There's a crushing hit, unintended, between a couple of teammates. And he'll take a seat behind the bench. Yeah, now Pinio getting into it with one of the Colonials. That's McKellian. They throw some gloves at each other, and the referees interfere.
Yep. Yeah, Pinio took a run at Pereira. And McAllen stepped in. Pinio's going to go to the box.
Here's the collision between the two Eagles.
Yeah, and
Edgerton going down.
That was the best
hard.
hit of the game.
Stick, that's Edgerton's
like,
stick going through the air.
Looked like Pinio got shaken up a little bit on that too. But wow, unfortunate there. And hopefully Edgerton's okay. He's over on the bench there, has his helmet off. He felt that.
Eagles have a player in the box. Colonials are going to have a power play here for the rest of this one, unless they score. Lead it here 6-2. Only thing left to be decided is the final score. A minute 18 to go. Frustrating weekend coming to a conclusion here for Niagara. Pinio with a boarding call is the Eagle in the box. Robert Morris haven't had many power play opportunities here today. Comes up to Love. Holds 48 seconds to go. Lavond on the near boards. Lavond holds, waits, drops it off to Head. Head behind the net. Swing it up to the point. Now the one-timer by Lovett. Hit Gorsak. Colonials keep it in. Looking to perhaps add one more and put the touchdown on the scoreboard in front. Oh, a one-timer. He missed the net, did Head. Hit the defenseman and next to the cage. The Head has been awful close today. And that perhaps his best opportunity yet. Here's Zielinski the other way shorthanded. Zielinski go to his right. The shot is deflected by Love. It goes over the net. And lands in the far corner with 40 seconds. The power play and no time left on the game clock as the Colonials get the 3-game sweep over the Niagara Purple Eagles. They explode in the second period here today with 4 goals. And finish off the Eagles with a 6-2 victory today after winning back-to-back games in overtime. And Robert Morris wins it 6-2 as the two teams will line up and bang sticks towards each other. No handshake lines this year. And we'll be back with a post-game show and a visit with Colonial head coach Derek Schooley in just a few minutes. Robert Morris wins it 6-2 over Niagara. This is the Colonials Hockey Network.
Chick-fil-A Robinson will brighten your day with their new chocolate fudge brownie, mac and cheese, and cheese sauce. Chick-fil-A's chocolate fudge brownie is crafted with layers of fudge, a cake-like middle, and topped with flaky chunks of chocolate. The mac and cheese is a premium blend of cheeses coming together for a nice, crispy layer on top of warm, creamy Chick-fil-A deliciousness. The cheese sauce at Chick-fil-A makes waffle fries even more yummy. Stop by Chick-fil-A Robinson and treat yourself to their new brownie, mac and cheese, and cheese sauce today. Serving you with care, Chick-fil-A Robinson.
Navigating healthcare can be overwhelming. Heritage Valley is changing that perspective. Our medical neighborhoods provide the personal care you need right where you live and work. Access specialty physicians, lab and diagnostic imaging, rehab, and more in the heart of your community. With 7 convenient locations, we have a medical neighborhood in yours. Heritage Valley, uniquely connected for life.
This RMU Colonials game was brought to you by PNC Bank, Fox's Pizza, Falcone Moon Township Ford, by UPMC, Sewickley Savings Bank, Chick-fil-A Robinson, Clearview Federal Credit Union, by Coppers, Pittsburgh Transportation Group, Eaton Park, Sheraton Pittsburgh Airport, and by Heritage Valley Health System.
Are you interested in sports media? Have you ever been looking to get experience in writing about sports? Well, then look no further than Colonial Sports Network. From game previews and recaps to feature articles and opinion pieces, CSN allows you to share your voice when it comes to Colonial athletics. Those on campus and around the world can hear your voice on CSN's podcasts as well, which range from sports-specific shows to shows regarding athletics as a whole. There's endless opportunities for you to find your voice and start your path towards a career in sports media at Colonial Sports Network.
As a proud supporter of Robert Morris University, PNC Bank is committed to all those who are rooting for the home team. With Virtual Wallet, you'll get a breakdown of your budget and see how much is scheduled out for bills versus how much is left to spend, so you know when it's the perfect time to buy tickets to the big game. To learn more, visit pnc.com/virtual wallet. PNC Bank, proud supporter of Robert Morris University. Virtual Wallet is a registered trademark of the PNC Financial Services Group, Inc., all rights reserved. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever's been holding you back. UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/orthocare to learn how UPMC can help.
Back in Pittsburgh, the Colonials finish off the Purple Eagles by a 6-2 final score. They take all 3 from Niagara this weekend. As we take a look at the final numbers from today's action.
It looks like Niagara ends up out shooting the Colonials 27-22. 14 block shots for the Colonials, 8 for Niagara. And Niagara threw 54 shots at the net. So only half connected. Colonials only 30 shots, but they made their shots count. Netting 6 goals to the Niagara Purple Eagles 2.
20th ranked Colonials win another one here against Niagara and continue their best start in program history to go to 11-3 overall, 9-1 in conference play, 9 straight wins in conference. The Eagles fall to 2-8-3 overall, 1 win, 7 losses for the Niagara Purple Eagles. And let's take a look at some of the action that transpired here today. Here's Lawson putting one in front there. That was the goal for Nick Lalonde.
Another just quick wrist shot from the point and right next to the goal. Got that stick on it.
It was the 6th goal, came early in the 3rd period at 2:37 from Lawson and Cam Hebert. And Niagara would get one back on the power play. Right here you see that one. A second chance for Namoski. Power play goal for Niagara. They finally convert on their 6th chance with the extra attacker. And that would make it 6-2, and that would wind up being your final score. And despite Niagara getting a power play goal there, you have to give it to the Colonials for doing a great work on special teams today, killing off penalties, getting a power play goal of their own, and just everything turning up well for Robert Morris here today. And we talked about that skill and depth that they have, Bob. Very impressive to see their performance here today.
Yeah, they just keep coming, running 4 lines, and everybody's moving their feet. They got some big, strong, solid players. Niagara to me was, smaller, quicker type team, but I think the Colonials' strength, in the 3 games and 4 nights against this team, it showed today, and that may have been the difference. The Colonials just maybe beat them up a little bit.
And probably happy to get that comfortable lead going into the third when those legs have to really be starting to feel all the action from the last few days. And Colonials continue to roll here in the early part of the season, and a long way yet to go here this year. But really the way this group has meshed with the young players, and you pointed out a lot of the talent they have on the team as head coach Derek Scully is making his way over to join us now. And congratulations, Coach. A good win here today. Things really took off for you in that second period after a tight first.
Yeah, we got some chances. We capitalized on our power play, our only really power play of the game until the end. Capitalized on our chances, made a really nice play from Meebert to Adamo on the goal, shorthanded. And then we get one early, just kind of lost, then it was just hopefully the clock runs and we get out of there without injuries. I mean, we got beat up pretty good that game.
Yeah, any updates on some of the guys that went out? Everybody okay for the most part?
Justin Adamo could be, he went for some x-rays on his shoulder. Percusic, his knee buckled on him, but he's walking around fine. It was just more of a stinger. Nick Jenny got hit with a shot. Hernandez got hit with a shot. I mean, that's the toll it takes when you play 7 games in 13 days, and we found a way to go 6-1 in those 7. So that's pretty impressive, and to get as many points as we did this weekend, also pretty impressive.
Yeah, the guys are definitely going to need a little bit of a rest here right now.
Hey, Derek, how you doing, bud?
Good, Bob. I'm real good.
You good? Hey, it looks like your size and worth ethic may have just worn down Niagara after these 3 games.
Well, I mean, they got a lot of talent, and they've got good hockey players, and it's tough to play on the road in a normal scenario, but you have to play 3 and 4 days, and we played them 4 times in these 7 games here, and to be able to go, go 4-0, but also just to win yesterday the way that we did. We felt that if we came out and we played hard right off the bat and got a few, it might be a long game for them, but they've got a good hockey team. We've got another game against them. Don't know when with Canisius being off. We may end up playing Niagara again next weekend. Who knows? But it's COVID. We played half of our game. We played 14 games, and we feel good where we're at, and we just are thankful to continue to play.
Yeah, 14 games and 11 wins in that span. Best start in program history, Derek. That's got to feel great right now.
Yeah, we've done a good job so far. We've got some good hockey players that are creating pretty well. It helps when Noah West is playing the way he did. We found a way to get points last night. Found a way to get points tonight, and I think that there's a lot of credit to be given around the locker room. We've done our leadership group has been outstanding. We followed the protocols that we need to do, and as far as making ourselves continue to be able to play, and we're reaping the benefits of it. We had a pause and a Thanksgiving, and we could have pouted. We could have not done everything, but we did a lot of team building at that time, and we did a lot of stuff to battle through adversity, and we're reaping the benefits of it right now.
Coach, you've been here. This is your 17th season now. I don't get to talk to you very much these days, but now that I get an opportunity, I mean, what really, if you look back right now, what are you most proud of in your time here at Robert Morris?
Well, just what we built, and you guys were fortunate to see us when we were in our infant stages. Mike Pursuta and Tim Benz are getting to see the work that the alumni did from the start. You got the guys that have done a great job building the program. We've got assistant coaches. I get to see Logan Biddle every day. I got to work with Ryan Carruthers. I got, just the guys here, and you're proud of what they've accomplished and where they've gone, and we just keep getting players that can play the game of hockey really well, and just the culture and where we're going with our program right now is pretty neat.
Coach, we were both really impressed watching this club play today. Great win. Congratulations on 17 strong years and off to your best start yet here this year. Good things in store, and thanks again for joining us. Great to visit with you again,
Yeah,
Derek.
it was good seeing you guys, and you guys are 1-0. You can come back anytime as long as you stay undefeated. That's what it comes down to.
We'll keep you to that.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go Steelers too. I got I got a lot of Browns fans on this team, so we got Nick Jenny and Spellacy, and Adamo's been a transplant and Browns fan. Quinn Warmouth, they're all Cleveland guys, so we got to root for the home team tonight.
Hey, take care of Emily Ondo for me too.
Thanks, guys.
All right, brother. Coach Derek Scully of the victorious Colonials says, good to visit with him, and man, oh man, we're growing old together here at Robert Morris.
I mean, Derek, you could see he's a little bit different person, I think, than he was when I left. I mean, it's the same guy, same Derek, but just a little calmer, a little more measured. I don't know how to say, but he's grown as a coach, which is good to see.
Man, really impressive win today. The team looks great, and it's going to be fun to watch them the rest of the year. And hope you enjoyed today's action from the RMU Island Sports Center in Pittsburgh. Colonials win at 6-2 over Niagara, and they keep rolling along as they are now 11-3 overall, 9-1 in conference. And should be a lot of fun the rest of the way. Thank you all so much for joining us for Robert Morris Colonials hockey on this Sunday afternoon. Dylan McKenna producing and engineering the broadcast. Back in the truck, my partner Bob Kennedy. I'm Garo Von Dane saying so long from Pittsburgh. Robert Morris wins at 6-2 Niagara. Have a great weekend, everybody, and let's go Steelers.